Now it's time to look at Rainbow Islands. I don't think it's quite as good as Bubble Bobble, but like I said earlier in my review, it is a fun game to play, and it can also be very addicting. When you're at the main menu screen in this game, you'll notice there are two Rainbow Islands games, regular and enhanced. The only difference between the games are obviously the graphics, and the enhanced are much better and crisper. Speaking of the graphics, they hold the same nostalgic value that Bubble Bobble did. It certainly has you feeling like you're going back in time and playing a classic game you may have enjoyed as a kid. You play as Bub in this game as well, but this time you play him in his human form. Unlike Bubble Bobble, where you go down 100 levels and rescue your girlfriend, you have to go through 10 islands and save a bunch of people who are being held captive and turn into dragons, much like Bub and Bob were in Bubble Bobble. Each island has a different theme, as well as a different set of enemies and challenges that may hinder you on your journey. Each island has 4 rounds, and each round is a vertical platformer where you have to go up 4 levels to reach the round's goal. Like in Bubble Bobble, you only have a certain amount of time to complete each round. In this game, if you don't do it fast enough, water will begin to rise from the bottom of the screen, and you are forced to play with less and less screen. Simply move up and reach the goal before you either fall or get engulfed in water. You can move quicker by collecting a shoe, and it does the exact same thing it does in Bubble Bobble, increases Bub's walking speed. This will greatly help you complete a round without the game telling you to hurry. If there is one thing in this game that isn't all that spectacular, it's the controls, namely when it comes to jumping. If you jump just straight up and down, you will find it very difficult to move Bub left and right. The only way to ensure you can jump to a platform to the left or right is if you are in motion. What sets this game apart from Bubble Bobble the most is instead of blowing bubbles, you shoot rainbows. This is actually pretty neat because not only can you defeat enemies with them, but you can use them as platforms to jump or walk on. This is particularly useful if you want to get to a hard-to-reach place, or if you simply can't get used to how Bub maneuvers in the game. You can increase the number of rainbows you can shoot as well as how fast you can shoot them by collecting potions. They come in either orange or red. The red potions let you shoot up to 3 rainbows at a time depending on how many you collect, and the orange ones give you rapid fire. It's probably a good idea to collect bottles of both colors, because it makes a game that gets more difficult much more manageable. You can also trap enemies under a rainbow where they turn into a diamond. There are 7 different colored diamonds in this game, and if you collect all 7 colors in a single island, you will get a big diamond, which I have to say is crucial if you want to see the good ending to this game. Besides using rainbows to defeat enemies, you can also use red and yellow stars to eliminate them. Yellow stars shoot a semicircular array of stars out to defeat them, whereas red ones shoot them everywhere. You can also collect tiaras in order to defeat enemies. Red tiaras let you shoot stars each time you jump. Green tiaras let you shoot stars out of each rainbow you make, and blue tiaras cause stars to fall from the sky. How cool is that? At the end of each island, you have to fight a boss. This is much different from Bubble Bobble, and it's a difference I really enjoy because it makes me feel like I'm going on a quest, and I'm overcoming obstacles as I go along. The bosses vary from island to island in terms of how they attack you as well as the difficulty. I couldn't possibly review this game without mentioning the game's music and sound effects. I think they capture perfectly how fun, cute, and beautiful this game is. I'll let you enjoy a brief sample of it. I don't care what kind of mood you're in when you first play this game. If it doesn't bring a smile to your face as you play it, there is something horribly wrong because it shows just how fun an 8-bit platformer can really be. Simply put, having both these games on one CD will give you hours of enjoyment. Once you start playing either one of these games, you'll find yourself wanting to see how much further you can get on them. If you own a PlayStation, this is a definite must-own game. This is Tedrick85 speaking. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.